Hello everybody and welcome to another video in the 12 Days of Deltarune. This video is very interesting for me because this is my first time trying out the Survivor Simulator on Brant Steele's Simulator Games website. It'll look familiar to you if you watched my Hunger Games Simulator videos back in the day. The difference with this specific template is with the Hunger Games Simulator, it's very simple. You basically just put the characters in and a bunch of preset things happen. Technically, that's the same here, except you have a lot more options. You can set alliances, you can set relationships, you can set skill levels, I think, but I didn't do that. I did set relationships, though, and they're non-mutual even. So, for example, Rules has an unbreakably strong bond with Queen, and Queen has a completely neutral bond with Rules because Queen does not know who he is. I just chose, for the season, if you care, of Survivor, I chose Blood versus Water because I remember it from when I was a kid. That's basically it. And yeah, it should be interesting. I've never done this before. We're going to see who comes out on top. The stunning betrayals, the alliances that are formed. It will be interesting, especially because if you don't know Survivor, at some point there is a merge where the two tribes will sort of merge together. Because enough people get eliminated that it's like, okay, there's no real point in having two teams. That'll be interesting because a lot of these Lightner characters and Darkner characters have no relationship with each other. There's some that do, obviously, like Chris and Susie have a relationship with a lot of the Darkner characters. But other than them, I think the only ones that do is Birdley has a small bond with Queen, and Queen has a slight dislike of Birdley. And then Noelle has a Spamton has a strong bond, or a small bond with Noelle, and Noelle has like zero bond with Spamton. So that's how it goes. Let's see what happens. Or not. Give me a second. What the hell does that mean? Okay, now it's working. And apparently each tribe is instructed to immediately vote out one member of their own. I didn't know that was about to happen, but okay, this should be interesting. So this is just based off of exactly nothing. It's what they came into the game with. So if I was to guess, it would make the most sense if a character like Pizza Pants or Sans goes out here because they have almost no relationships with anybody. Sans only has a relationship with Toriel, and Pizza Pants has zero relationships at all. Although it could maybe be Birdley. Or actually Susie. Caddy has a pretty strong dislike of Susie. So you never know, that might come into play. But anyway, we can see that Birdley's voted for Toriel here, which is kind of insane. I gotta remember to place the quote-unquote camera in the middle of the screen so you can see what's happening. Caddy votes for Susie. That's completely unsurprising. Jockington votes for Noelle. That's a little crazy. Chris votes for Birdley. Now that's surprising. They have like a small bond, I think. Mayor Holiday votes for Chris. Noelle votes for Toriel. It's not looking good for Toriel. Pizza Pants votes for Caddy. Sans votes for Caddy. Susie votes for... Jeez. Toriel votes for Caddy. Well, bye, Caddy. Wow. Ruthless. Susie and Caddy don't like each other. And Mayor Holiday slightly dislikes Caddy. But that's it. Everybody else just decided to be like, okay, I guess we're going for Caddy. What about the Darkners? I think it would make the most sense if Rules card goes out here. But Spamton and Jevil do have an undying hatred for each other, so you never know. Starwalker votes for King, the original Starwalker. Jevil votes for Spamton, completely unsurprising. King votes for Queen. Ooh, interesting. They have a small bond. Lancer votes for Spamton. Newbert votes for Ralsei. Newbert, how could you? Queen votes for King. Okay, so now King and Spamton are tied. Ralsei votes for King. Oh, King is leading. Rules votes for Lancer. Why? They have a small bond as well. Sean votes for Ralsei. Interesting. Spamton votes for Jevil. Yeah. and King ends up getting voted out. So Caddy and King are sent to Redemption Island, apparently. I don't know if you can see that. No, it gets cut off. That's a little annoying. Hold on. Maybe I can fix this. Like this. And... well, if I make it smaller, it's going to really mess up everything I've been doing. But we can just do it like this. And then I just have to keep the page near the bottom of the screen, which is much easier anyway. Yeah, because you can still see this. Okay, so Caddy heads to Redemption Island with King. So they're going to, I guess, try to get back in the game somehow. I don't know how this mechanic works, but Queen can swap places with Caddy, but does not. Birdly can swap places with King and does not. Okay, cool. Secret advantages. The Lightner's hidden immunity idol is currently hidden, and there are no alliances. Relationship highlights. Noelle and Mayor Holiday feel a mutual unbreakable relationship. Okay, so that's interesting because they started with Mayor Holiday having an unbreakable relationship with Noelle, and then Noelle was at like a medium bond, so that's actually been an upgrade between them. Susie and Chris have a mutual unbreakable bond. That's actually an upgrade too. They were at strong bond. Toriel and Chris, okay, that's another upgrade. I think Toriel was at unbreakable and Chris was at strong. Noelle and Chris feel a mutual medium bond, so that's actually upgraded as well. Susie and Noelle feel a mutual medium bond. Ooh, that's downgraded. Noelle had an unbreakable bond with Susie, and Susie had a strong bond with Noelle, so yikes. Noelle and Birdly feel a mutual medium bond. I think that's correct. That's what they already had. Pizza Pants and Noelle feel a mutual medium dislike. Okay, so that's a new development. Chris feels a small bond toward Birdly. That's hilarious considering Chris just tried to vote Birdly out. Toriel and Susie have a small mutual bond that's already in there from Chapter 2. And Toriel Sands have a small mutual bond. So, okay, that was already in there as well. What about on the Darkner side? No hidden immunity idol found yet. I mean, that makes sense. Jebel feels extreme hatred towards Spampton, and Spampton feels extreme hatred towards Jebel. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. Rules and Lancer feel a mutual strong bond. Okay, so that's an upgrade. Sham and Jebel feel a mutual medium bond. That's where I had it set. Queen and Lancer have a mutual medium bond. I think that's an upgrade from small bond. Queen and Newbert feel a mutual slight bond. That's definitely an upgrade, because Newbert didn't have a bond with anybody. Nobody disliked Newbert, but nobody was, like, in love with Newbert. It just felt fair. Because I know Newbert's quote is, everybody loves Newbert. But, like, if everybody loved Newbert, Newbert would just win on the spot, right? So, Rules and Ralsei feel a mutual slight dislike. Okay, that's a new development. Ralsei and Starwalker have grown a bond. That's funny. Sham and Lancer have a slight dislike. Okay, so that's new as well. Lancer and Jebel have a slight bond now. Okay, interesting. Immunity challenge. Okay, Blue Lagoon Bustle. The tribe started on the beach with first 6 players from each tribe running into the ocean, swimming out to a net obstacle, climbing over, going over a barrel roll, swimming to a crate staircase and jumping off, swimming to the tribe boat, diving down and untying a series of knots, padding back to the shore, carrying a chest to the puzzle station. The 3 players from each tribe then solve their tribe's puzzle in the form of a captain's wheel. The first tribe to extend the flag using the wheel wins. Lightners win. Okay. I mean, they had Jockington. This is a very physical challenge. Maybe Jockington just, like, owned it. They got Flint. Wow, they can start a fire now. All right, we're back with relationships. Oh, okay, we've got new alliances. Okay. This is actually interesting. So, this is not an alliance, but Chris and Susie continue to bond. Oh my god, okay. Wow, a lot happened. Chris and Birdly formed an alliance, and then Chris immediately injured themselves and got medically evacuated from the game. So I guess Chris is technically, because Caddy and King are still hanging out on Redemption Island, Chris is actually the first one out. Well, that'll make the game more interesting, because Chris had the most relationships with people, just as a natural result of being the main character, so... Okay. Newbert and Rules have a minor disagreement. Darkner Alliance 1. Rules, Sham, Queen, and Lancer. Lancer, apparently, I mean, has the strongest loyalty. Doesn't mean necessarily that Lancer initiated this alliance, but I think that makes sense because it's with Rules and Queen who don't know each other, and Sham who just gained a slight bond with Lancer. But Sham is not very loyal to this alliance, which is funny. Okay. Oh, wow. The first vote got canceled because Chris had to leave. That's crazy. Okay. So we're down. Despite winning the first challenge, the Lightners are down one team member, which gives the Darkners an edge slightly. That's kind of crazy. All right. There are no alliances, right? Because the Lightner alliance broke because Chris left. That's the same. I'm just going to note anything that's changed. I think that's where they were at. That's normal. Normal. Oh, well, Pizza Pants and Noelle hate each other a little more now. It was like slight dislike, now it's medium dislike. Normal. Normal. Uh-oh, Susie and Jockington have a slight dislike toward each other. Interesting. Jockington and Birdley grew a little bit of a bond. And Sans and Jockington have a slight dislike toward each other, too. Jockington is starting to get on people's nerves. I wonder why. How about the Darkners? The Darkner Alliance is holding, but Rules has gotten slightly less loyal for some reason. Wow! Rules and Lancer have upgraded to an unbreakable bond. That's pretty crazy. Normal, normal, normal. I think that's what they were at last time. I think maybe it was slight bond, so I think maybe Ralsei and Starwalker are getting closer. Interesting. Shaman and Ralsei have a bond now. I don't think they had that before. Rules and Newbert have started a rivalry. Medium dislike. Wow. And Jevil and Starwalker have a slight bond. Okay, that's interesting. No one has arrived on Redemption Island. Yeah, because Chris got evac'd. So it's just Caddy and King there. Queen can swap places, but doesn't. Birdley can swap places, but doesn't. Isn't that literally what we had last time? I don't know what the mechanic of Redemption Island is. So, they must advance in a competition to remain in the game. Since the number of castaways remaining equals the number of winners, the competition is canceled. Okay, so I guess that just nothing happened there. That's fine. All right, next challenge. In the barrel. I don't know if I'm going to read all of this, but one tribe member is crammed into a tiny barrel, and then the rest of them have to roll the barrel into a special barrel-shaped cradle. The person in the barrel climbs out, unties a bag of balls, and hops back inside. Then they back the barrel out of the cradle and go to the next place where there are 4 cradles. Wow. Once all 4 bags have been retrieved, the barrel is rolled into the final cradle, and the inhabitant will burst forth to present the rest of the tribe with his or her bounty. 4 remaining players will then roll the balls up a ski ball structure. The first tribe to land 6 balls wins immunity, and the Lightners win. They win fishing gear. So, I mean, the Lightners have won both challenges so far. Do you think Birdley is good at skee ball? Maybe Sans is... Sans being surprisingly good. Actually, Pizza Pants works in like a Chuck E. Cheese type establishment. I'm sure Pizza Pants is good at skee ball. But who do you think was in the barrel? If they were smart, they'd put Sans in the barrel. But I could see Jockington volunteering to go in the barrel. Okay, they didn't find the immunity idol. But Jockington and Sans have a major fight. Oh, wow. About who was in the barrel. That's what they're fighting about. A new Lightner alliance forms. Okay. Between Mayor Holiday, Noelle, and Susie. Very interesting. Definitely Noelle initiating that. We'll have to see where it goes. And Birdley works hard at camp and becomes tired. Trying to prove himself too much. Jeez. How about the Darkners? Ralsei and Sean maybe minor disagreement. Oh, that's sad because they were just starting to form a bond. Sean ditches the alliance. Rules is, I think, happy about that because he's slightly more loyal now. Oh, yeah, we get our first vote because last time we didn't get a vote. Okay, so Spampton's targeting Jevil. That's obvious. Jevil's targeting Spampton. That's also obvious. Starwalker's targeting Lancer. And Rules is targeting Newbert. Rules considers Newbert a challenge liability. I mean, that makes sense. Starwalker considers Lancer weak, and then these two just hate each other. Oh, right. What? Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say, did Jevil join their alliance? No, okay. So the Lancer-Queen alliance, and Rules is also there, want to vote out Jevil. So after all of the discussion, it's between Jevil and Newbert, it seems like. It's time to vote. First vote, Jevil. Oof, rough if you're a Jevil fan. Second vote, Newbert. Third vote, Jevil. Fourth vote, Newbert. Oh, they always do this on Survivor too, don't they? Where they like alternate the votes. Next vote, Newbert. Newbert leads now. After that, Jevil. Oh, back at a tie. Jevil. Oh, Jevil. And the first person voted out of Deltarune Blood versus Water is Jevil. 6 votes Jevil, 3 votes Newbert. I mean, that makes sense. Everybody loves Newbert. The tribe has spoken. Starwalker voted for Jevil. Jevil voted for Newbert. I think the Alliance probably all voted for Jevil. Ralsei voted for Newbert. That's funny. Yeah, the whole Alliance voted for Jevil. And Spampton. Interestingly, Sham voted for Newbert. I find that funny. Sham would not vote for Jevil. Alright. So now we're even. Interesting. This is going to be a long-ass video. Buckle up. Alright, has anything changed here? Lightner Alliance is still holding strong at a demonic 666 loyalty. Anything... Okay, Pizza Pants and Noelle are hitting each other even more. They have a strong dislike now. Sans and Joggington also hitting each other more. Mutual dislike. Or medium dislike, rather. I think everybody else so far... Oh, Susie and Birdley had a falling out. Now they've got a medium dislike. Sucks. Sans and Birdley also gone to medium dislike. Birdley, you are not doing yourself any favors. And Mayor Holiday and Sans had a falling out. Now they have a medium dislike for each other. Very weird. The alliance in the Darkner side is holding strong. Newbert and Lancer are bonding, apparently. Newbert and Rules also bonding. I'd be surprised if Newbert doesn't join their alliance eventually, then. Ralsei and Lancer grow a little bond. That's nice. Yeah, Lancer also has a bond with Newbert. I guess that both happened right now. That makes sense. Rules and Ralsei are having trouble. They don't like each other. And Ralsei and Newbert have a slight bond. You know what? Newbert living up to his name. Everybody loves Newbert, it seems. Redemption Island. Jevil arrives. 3 castaways are there. Queen can swap places but doesn't. Joggington can swap but doesn't. I don't know what the benefit of this is. Or Birdley can swap and doesn't. They must advance in the competition to remain in the game. Okay. A challenge with just the 3 of them. Competitors toss sandbags, attempting to land the bag on top of crates. First person to get a bag on each 10 crates wins. King finishes first, Jevil finishes second, and Caddy fails to complete the challenge and she is eliminated. Interesting. For finishing first, King can give a clue to a hidden immunity idol to anyone in the game. He throws it into the fire. Okay, that sounds like King, yep. Oh, do we not get a description of this challenge? Well, the Lightners won. Again. Lightners are very strong, apparently. Birdley and Toriel have a small fight. It has a lasting impact. These actions will have consequences. And Mayor Holiday and Susie find something in common. Whoa! Whoa! The Lightner Alliance has exploded. Okay, now it's Mayor Holiday, Noelle, Susie, Sans, Toriel, and Birdley. Somehow Toriel is the least loyal of everyone in this group. But that's crazy. I think probably the way this will work is Mayor Holiday, Noelle, and Susie will still have their own mini alliance within this alliance. But that's crazy. That's a huge voting block. And that kind of saves Birdley's ass. Because if nobody on this alliance votes him out, he'll be able to stay. Newbert and Rules have a minor disagreement with a lasting impact. Darkner Alliance number 2 forms. So it's the same alliance as before, but now with Ralsei and Starwalker. Yeah. So we're headed to the vote. Spamton's targeting Lancer. Very mean. Newbert's targeting Ralsei. Considers Ralsei a liability. Rules is targeting Newbert. Considers... Okay, everybody thinks everybody's a liability. Ralsei's targeting Spamton because Ralsei has a slightly negative opinion about Spamton and considers him a little weak. Alliance number 1 is targeting Spamton. This is not looking good for Spamton. And the bigger full alliance is also targeting Spamton. So, like, everybody is targeting Spamton. Although Newbert's on the chopping block for the 2nd time in a row, so that's kind of crazy. He's going to survive it, though, surely. Okay, here are the votes. I forgot I have to be all dramatic. First vote, Newbert. Spamton. Ooh. Newbert. Oh. Spamton. 2 for 2. Spamton. Spamton. Yeah, okay. Spamton's out. 6 Spamton, 2 Newbert. You can't vote out Newbert. You can't even try it. Why would you even try? This is your fault for being so greedy. Who voted for Newbert? I'm kind of interested. Sham and Spamton himself. Okay. Sham is probably next on the chopping block because they're like the last person not in an alliance. All right. Is Starwalker not in the alliance? I was going to say, there's one other person who isn't. I don't know. There would have to be a pretty big shift for Sham not to be the next one targeted. Alright. Anything happening with the Lightners? The Susie Noel Mayor Holiday alliance is very strong, whereas the other one is slightly less strong. Sans and Joggington feel mutual extreme hatred towards one another. The barrel disagreement has gotten very heated. That's the same. Pizza Pants and Noel still hate each other. That's normal. Birdley and Sans have a medium dislike toward one another. I mean, I can see them getting on each other's nerves for sure. Like, Birdley is all kind of stuck up while Sans is all lax. Like, Birdley would be frustrated with Sans never doing anything around the camp and everybody still liking him. The fact that Sans doesn't like Birdley is interesting, though. Susie and Birdley also having a falling out, like, more. They went from small dislike to medium dislike, I think. Susie and Mayor Holiday are having a growth in their relationship. And Jockington and Birdley, the two kind of outsiders who could come together to try to up their odds of surviving the next vote, don't like each other. So let's hope they win the challenge, or else Birdley and Jockington are in trouble. Starwalker finds the hidden immunity idol. It's the original hidden immunity idol. See, the Darkner Alliance one is slightly less strong. Lancer is super loyal, but Queen and Rules aren't quite there. And Alliance 2, okay, so Starwalker is in this one, so that's why it was Newbert last time. It's Newbert and Sham are on the outside. Ralsei and Rules are not very happy about this arrangement, really. But, you know, it's still hanging in there. Yep, everybody, Rules and Queen have unbreakable bonds with Lancer. Ralsei and Starwalker have a small bond, that's normal. Rules and Newbert have a medium dislike. I think that was from last time. Lancer feels a medium dislike towards Sham. Well, that's bad, considering Lancer is basically the leader of the giant alliance block. Sham and Queen have a small bond, though. Ralsei and Queen grow a small bond from probably being in an alliance together. Newbert and Lancer have a slight bond. Interesting. Sham is so in trouble. Lancer feels a slight bond with Ralsei. Spamton arrives on Redemption Island. Joggington can swap. Okay, I'm just going to skip that because who's going to swap? Nobody. Okay, they must advance in a competition to remain in the game. We don't get what the challenge is, but Spamton won and Jovel got second, so King is eliminated. Goodbye, King. And for finishing first, Spamton can give a clue to the hidden immunity idol to anyone. He decides to give it to Sans. Interesting. Alright, Sumo at Sea. This is the next challenge. They engage in a sumo-style battle with padded duffel bags to knock their opponents off a platform raised over the sea. I actually remember this one. And the Darkners win. They get comfort items or fishing gear. They choose the comfort items. I guess they don't need to eat that much. I don't know. Alright, so this is the first time the Lightners are actually headed to a vote. Susie found the hidden immunity idol. Wow. So, Sans' clue is now worthless. So that's nice. I mean, Susie was not in trouble at all, so I feel like Susie's going to be in, like, the final 3 at this point. Jockeyton and Mayor Holiday suddenly have a huge, strong bond. Very interesting. Whereas Jockeyton and Sans have another small fight. Sans is targeting Jockeyton, Pizza Pants targeting Noelle, Jockeyton's targeting Sans because he despises him. Pizza Pants considers Noelle a liability, yeah, and it's definitely not because you don't like each other. Sans considers Jockeyton a liability. Noelle's targeting Pizza Pants. Pizza Pants is a liability, sure. Despite that, the tight-knit Holidays and Susie alliance are targeting Jockeyton, while the much broader alliance are also targeting Jockeyton. So, I mean, it's between Pizza Pants and Jockeyton. Oh, wait a second. The wider alliance might split between Jockeyton and Pizza Pants. Interesting. So they don't like either of them. They're fine with either of them being voted out, is what that means, basically. Starwalker has the immunity idol, but doesn't play it for... Well, I guess he's not in the vote, so of course he doesn't. Never mind, I'm the wrong thing. Rules has a major meltdown. That sounds right. Lancer and Sham bond slightly. Good for Sham, maybe, surviving a little bit. Ralsei ditches the alliance. Whoa. Sham replacing Ralsei in the alliance, perhaps? I mean, Rules had a major meltdown, but it doesn't seem like that changed anybody's feelings towards him, so... Susie has the immunity idol. It's time to vote. But she doesn't play it because nobody's going to vote for her. First vote, Burger Pants. Second vote, Jockeyton. Pizza Pants. Pizza Pants. Ooh. Jockeyton. 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 One vote left. If they vote Pizza Pants, then it's a tie. But they vote Jockeyton. Jockeyton's out. I mean, that was pretty predictable. He was getting on people's nerves, and the only person who liked him was Caddy, and she got voted out immediately. So, yeah, the alliance did split slightly. Birdley voted for Pizza Pants, and Susie... no, wait. Birdley was the only one who didn't vote with the alliance. Good job, Birdley. Jockeyton voted Pizza Pants, Sans voted Pizza Pants, Toriel vote... Oh, no. It's just the two of them? Oh, Jockeyton as well. Yeah, okay. Proceed. So here's our standings. We're all tied up again. Very interesting. Alright, Susie has the hidden immunity idol. 2 alliances are still going. Strong and Bond. Pizza Pants and Noelle still hate each other, so Pizza Pants is still in the line of fire here. Although Susie and Birdley are having relationship issues, so, Medium bond, I think that's normal. Sans and Noelle suddenly don't like each other. Interesting. I mean, Sans is also kind of getting on people's nerves, it seems like. Although Pizza Pants and Toriel also now dislike each other. So... it feels like it's between Birdley, Sans, and Pizza Pants over here. How about the Darkner side? Alliance is still holding mildly strong. I mean, Ralsei just left the bigger one, but whatever. It's really funny. They have one alliance, which is Lancer, Queen, and Rules, and then another alliance, which is just Lancer, Queen, and Rules plus Starwalker. They just don't want Starwalker in their main alliance for some reason. Rules and Newbert have mutual extreme hatred towards each other. And now Queen and Newbert have a medium bond, so sorry, Rules, you're getting outvoted here, probably. Ralsei and Newbert have a mutual medium bond, so Newbert's getting in there. Ralsei and Starwalker have a small bond. Ralsei and Lancer have a small bond. Ralsei and Queen have a small bond. Ralsei and Sham have a small bond. Ralsei is just making friends with everyone, and yet leaving the alliance, which is crazy. Jockeyton arrives on Redemption Island. 3 castaways are on Redemption Island. Oh, okay, so this is for the blood versus water part, where you can actually swap with whoever your blood relative on the other team was. That's what this is about. Okay, so I didn't actually set this up for this, so that's why nobody's even considering doing it. But apparently Jevil's partner was Jockington, because now Jevil can't go. Burger Pants could swap with Spamton, but doesn't. Okay. Odd-shaped bottoms. I'm going to not spoil who won. 3 players are tethered by a carabiner. What? To a rope that is wrapped around their individual ladder bridge. After maneuvering across their ladder bridge to receive a puzzle bag at the end of the ladder and assembling a puzzle, the first 2 players who complete the puzzle are safe from elimination. Joggington finishes first. Spamton finishes second. Jevil is eliminated. Damn. For finishing first, Joggington can give a clue to the hidden immunity idol to anyone. Decides to give it to Mayor Holiday. Again, that doesn't matter because Susie already has the idol, and these 2 are in alliance, so Mayor Holiday probably already knows it. Alright, Boats, Brains, and Brawn. I'm not going to read the challenge descriptions anymore. This video is going too long. The Lightners win. They win coffee, tea, croissants, and biscotti. Wow. Awesome. Susie has the hidden immunity idol. No events occurred. Whoa, that's weird. Starwalker has the hidden immunity idol. Starwalker and Lancer find something in common. Oh, nice. Ralsei has a major meltdown. Oh, no. Ralsei. Newbert and Sham find something in common. Interesting. It has a lasting impact, so it's even stronger than Starwalker and Lancer having something in common. New alliance! Starwalker, Newbert, and Sham. Just the freaks, alright? It's just, you know, the people who are totally on the outside of the group. They should add Ralsei to the group, and then they're actually sort of comparing with the Lancer Queen Rules Alliance. And Starwalker would be in both, which would be funny. Rules is targeting Newbert. Sham's targeting Ralsei. Ralsei's targeting Lancer. Alliance 1 is targeting Ralsei. And, of course, Alliance 2, because literally all the same people, is targeting Ralsei. And Alliance 3, also targeting Ralsei. Okay, well, it's technically between Ralsei, Lancer, and Newbert, but I don't know, man. Starwalker doesn't use the hidden immunity idol. First vote, Newbert. I'm gonna guess that was from Ralsei. Second vote, Ralsei. 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 6 votes Ralsei, 1 vote Newbert. Wow, yeah. I can't believe it. Yeah. Poor Ralsei. Alright, the Lightners are in the lead for now. Let's see what happens. The alliances are still holding on. Seems like everybody has the same direction to their relationships anyway. I think Susie and Mayor Holiday like each other even more now. They have a strong bond. And I think Toriel and Pizza Pants dislike each other a little more. Okay. Darkner Alliance is also holding on. All 3 of them. Rules and Newbert still extremely hate each other. Very funny. Did Lancer and Starwalker have a small bond? They do now. Sham is forming small bonds with people. Queen and Starwalker have a mutual medium dislike now. Interesting. And Newbert and Lancer have a small bond. Lancer is just making friends with everybody. Oh, it's so Lancer-coded. Ralsei arrives on Redemption Island. Let's see what happens. Apparently Ralsei's partner was probably Chris, because they were at the lead of each group. So, can't swap. Pizza Pants can swap, but doesn't, obviously. Must advance in a competition, a game of bridge. They must disassemble a box and use the pieces as planks to build a bridge. Once they cross it, they use some of the planks to solve a pattern puzzle. Jockington gets first. I think Jockington's going to be kind of cracked on Redemption Island, I'm going to be honest. Which just, I'm guessing, eventually, like at the merge probably. Whoever's left on Redemption Island is going to rejoin the game, right? So, Jockington's cracked. Ralsei wins, which means Spamton is eliminated. And Jockington gives a clue to Sham about the hidden immunity idol that Sham cannot find because Susie has it. Actually, no. Starwalker has it. It's the Darkner side. Slideshow. They race down a water slide. Wow. Awesome. Darkners win. They win a steak dinner with vegetables, spices, and a wok, or fishing gear. They choose the fishing gear. That's crazy. I mean, I feel like a wok just solves so many problems for you, but I don't know. They chose fishing gear. Birdley and Mayor Holiday have a small fight, but it has a lasting impact, and Noelle has a major meltdown. Well, this isn't good for their alliance, but it looks like it's sticking together. Never mind, Birdley left! And Noelle rests at camp to restore her energy, so she didn't work, which is going to make people maybe a little mad at her. I think Birdley just left the... Okay, he's not in the small alliance, I forgot. So yeah, Birdley's on his own again, which is really just a bad idea, considering nobody likes him. Birdley's targeting Toriel, considers Toriel a liability. Mean. Sam's targeting Noelle, considers her a liability. Also mean. Noelle's targeting Pizza Pants because she hates him. Kind of rude. Susie's targeting Birdley. Susie extremely despises Birdley. That might be fair. Birdley is getting targeted by both alliances, which means he's pretty much toast. But they're considering splitting with Burger Pants. I wonder why. And then Toriel is Birdley's target, so she's technically in there, but she's not going to get voted. I wonder why they're going to split on Pizza Pants. I don't really get it. Time to vote. All right. Pizza Pants. Birdley. Birdley. Pizza Pants. Ooh. Toriel. Okay. Birdley throwing a wrench in here. We could have a tie. Toriel. Who else voted for Toriel? Okay, well now there's no tie, but Toriel could go out in a shocking surprise vote. Birdley. Okay, no, it's the obvious one. It was Birdley. All right, that's good to know. Wow, who else voted for Toriel? That's probably more interesting than Birdley getting voted out. Pizza Pants. Oh, okay. He wasn't part of the alliance, so I guess that makes sense. Noelle voted for Pizza Pants. That's unsurprisingly. She was supposed to vote for Birdley, but disagreed. That's fair. Everybody else voted along alliance lines. Makes sense. All right, we're tied up again. Sheesh. Birdley arrives on Redemption Island. Birdley doesn't have a partner in the game. Jockington doesn't, neither does Ralsei. Okay, so no meaningless swapping. Numbers game. They race on a balance beam and collect a series of bags containing numbered tiles. The first castaway to place their tiles on a board in order from 1 to 100 wins. Wow, that's tough. I guess it depends on the size of the tiles, but I'm imagining they're pretty small. Anyway, Jockington gets first. Somehow. You feel like this challenge would like greatly disadvantage Jockington, but he's just the challenge champion, so. Birdley gets second, which means Ralsei is eliminated. Goodbye, Ralsei. Jockington gives a clue to Queen about a hidden immunity idol she can't find. Cool. As part of a twist, the new tribes are randomly assigned. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Oh, look, you get a little thing at the bottom to say which tribe they were originally in. So the new Lightners team is Starwalker, Lancer, Noelle, Pizza Pants, Rules Card, and Sans. Noelle being separated from her alliance is not good, considering Pizza Pants hates her. Rules and Lancer and Starwalker are technically all in an alliance together on the other side, so they're probably going to be the major voting block. Interesting. Darkener's side, we have Susie, Mayor Holiday, and technically Toriel. We're all in an alliance, although it's mostly Susie and Mayor Holiday, whereas Newbert, Queen, and Sham are all kind of up in the air. I think Queen has a minor bond with Sham and Newbert. And Newbert has a minor bond with Sham? I could be wrong. But it'll be interesting to see if the Darkner voting block in here can match the Lightner voting block that's definitely going to be there. This is very interesting. It's like a half and half on the new Darkner squad, and an overwhelming, like, it's mostly outsiders on the Lightner squad. Alright. Well, Starwalker has one hidden immunity idol. And the alliances have been fractured a little bit. The strongest alliances that have been with us all game. But Noelle and Sans are technically in alliance together. Okay, that helps her a little bit. Whereas Rules, Lancer, and Starwalker are all in an alliance as well. Oh, poor Starwalker. Starwalker's own alliance of misfits isn't here at all. Sans and Noelle feel mutual extreme hatred. Well, that's not good. Rules and Lancer feel mutual strong bond. Pizza Pants and Noelle have a strong dislike. Noelle, no! Lancer and Starwalker have a mutual small bond. Sans and Pizza Pants have a medium dislike. Sans and Rules have a slight dislike. Noelle and Lancer feel a slight dislike. Pizza Pants doesn't like Starwalker very much. That's interesting considering they just met. Rules has a slight bond with Noelle. Interesting. And Lancer has a slight dislike with Pizza Pants. Okay. That gives Noelle a chance. She has to get in with the Lancer alliance. That's like her only way in. Susie, let's see what happened here. So Queen is the only one from this larger alliance that's on this team, which is not good. I forgot. I think somebody else left too, didn't they? Whereas Newbert and Sham are actually together. I forgot about that. Susie and Mayor Holiday are sticking together. Queen and Sham are growing closer. Sham and Newbert are growing closer. Interesting. Maybe a new Darkner alliance will form. Because Queen and Newbert are also close. And Queen and Sham are close now, too. Okay, that's definitely going to come together at some point. Toriel and Susie have a small bond. Toriel and Mayor Holiday have a small bond. And Toriel and Sham grow a small bond. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright, Buoy Oh Buoy. Ocean Diving Challenge. The Lightners, quote-unquote, win. They get a fully stocked picnic basket. Wow, great. So Noelle's safe for now. Starwalker and Lancer find something in common. And Starwalker is impressing the rest of the team. Hell yeah. Mayor Holiday and Newbert find something in common with a lasting impact. Queen is targeting Toriel. Considers her a liability. Newbert's targeting Susie. Has a slightly negative opinion about Susie. And considers her a little weak. Okay, Newbert. Toriel considers Newbert a liability. Mayor Holiday considers Queen a liability. Alright. So the old Lightner Alliance is targeting Newbert. The slightly bigger Lightner Alliance is targeting Newbert. And the remaining Darkner Alliance is targeting Susie. So there's no way Susie gets voted out. I mean, she has the immunity idol, but I don't think it's a good play to really play it here. Because, like, well, I don't know. Let's see. I think at the worst case, it would be a tie, right? But Susie uses her immunity idol, so she's safe. Maybe a little bit of a tactical miscalculation, but we'll see. Susie does not count. Susie does not count. Susie does not count. Newbert. So it was a tie. I actually don't remember what happens when it's a tie. I think everybody votes again. But I think it would still result in a tie in this case, so I don't know what would happen. Anyway, it works out because Susie played her immunity, so Newbert gets voted out. Bye-bye, Newbert. Queen voted for Susie, and Sham voted for Susie. Because of Darkner Alliance number 3, okay. Yeah, Sham voted with Newbert, that makes sense. Why Queen voted for Susie? I mean, it says personal preference, but that's a little weird, in my opinion. I guess Queen and Newbert did just grow a bond, so maybe it's not that weird. Alright. Alliances are staying strong, I think. God, there's a lot of them now. Sans and Noelle feel mutual extreme hatred toward one another. Damn. And it's the same with Pizza Pants and Noelle, so... Oh, this Noelle. No, come on. Noelle's becoming a villain. Kind of funny. Rules and Lancer are sticking it out. Lancer and Starwalker, strong bond. Noelle and Starwalker, medium bond. Rules and Starwalker, small bond. Starwalker is extremely popular. Look, even Sans likes him. Sans doesn't like Pizza Pants. Pizza Pants doesn't like Sans. And Sans and Rules have started to not like each other. This is interesting because if Sans and Pizza Pants didn't hate each other, or like dislike each other, it's not quite hate, it's medium dislike, they could probably form an alliance because they don't like the same people. It's just they don't like each other either. So that'll probably be their undoing. We'll see. Okay, let's see if there's anything interesting going on here. That's all normal. I think Queen and Mayor Holiday having a slight bond is new. And Toriel and Queen having a slight dislike is funny. That's also new. Newbert arrives on Redemption Island! Mayor Holiday could swap places with Newbert, but does not, obviously. So let's see. Build a fire. They cut a rope to release a bag of puzzle pieces. The first to complete the puzzle wins. Second is saved. What does that have to do with building a fire? I guess maybe the puzzles of a fire? I don't know. Jockington, challenge champion, wins again. Alright. Is Newbert out? Yeah, Birdley got second. Newbert's out. Bye-bye, Newbert. No, everybody loved Newbert. Okay. Jockington gives another clue to Mayor Holiday, who, again, doesn't need it. Chain reaction. They have to go through a maze chained to each other or something. The Lightners win. They win fried chicken and another picnic. Didn't they win the last picnic too? They've had back-to-back picnics. Good for them, I guess. Rules finds the Lightner's hidden immunity idol. I guess because Susie used it, it was back in circulation, and Rules found it. That's crazy. Okay, Starwalker and Lancer have a minor disagreement. Not good for Lance Starwalker? I don't know. Who's that not good for? They're both kind of strong. Sans leaves Lightner's Alliance 3. Which I think was just with Noelle right now, so that makes sense. Queen and Susie have a major fight. Okay, that's not good, probably. Toriel leaves the Lightners Alliance number 3. Didn't Sans just leave this one too? So it's just basically back down to the main 3. Interesting. Queen's targeting Susie. Susie's targeting Sham. The Holiday Alliance are targeting Sham. And Sham is targeting Susie. Oh, no. Those are the final targets. It's Sham or Susie. There's no way Susie gets voted out, right? After all this? Alright. First vote, Susie. Sham. Susie. Sham. One vote left. Susie. No! Susie, no! She was doing so well! Oh, Queen, Sham, and Toriel. Toriel betrayed! No, how could you? Oh, poor Susie. I mean, she still has a chance. She just has to win on Redemption Island with Jockington and Birdley. I believe in Susie, alright? I believe in her. Alright, Susie's here. Lancer could swap with Susie. Okay, this is interesting, because Lancer might actually do it, because they have an unbreakable bond. But Lancer doesn't. Okay. Get a grip. They have to hang onto a pole as long as they can. I remember this one, too. This one was terrible. Like, to watch. These poor people. Okay. Susie gets... Oh, no. Susie's eliminated first. Oh, no. Then Birdley. Jockington wins. What? Jockington is the last remaining she will return to the game? Apparently I messed that up, but whatever. So this was actually for who gets to return, and Jockington, of course, won. So that means Susie isn't out yet. But she didn't get back into the game immediately, which would have been very funny. Jockington returns. And now, okay, I made the name Umbral. Pretty nice, right? Between dark and light. Jockington's back in the mix, baby. Jockington Challenge champion. Very interestingly, it actually shows you what tribes everybody was on. That's very cool. So everybody's back now. Unfortunately, the Holiday Alliance is much weaker without Susie. Because Sans and Toriel left it. And that Toriel betrayed it. So the Holidays are in trouble. I think Darkner Alliance #1, like the Queen, Rules, and Lancer Alliance, is probably going to run the game now. Starwalker has an immunity idol, so does Rules. Neither of them are in particular danger right now, though. We'll call this the Lancer Alliance. It's pretty strong. The Holiday Alliance is even stronger, but it's smaller. Oh yeah, and then the Starwalker plus Lancer Alliance is still hanging in there. And the Starwalker and Sham Alliance is still hanging in there. Interesting. Okay, let's see if anything's changed. So Lancer is an unbreakable relationship with Rules, as well as Queen. Mayor Holiday and Noelle have an unbreakable relationship. Sans and Jockington have mutual extreme hatred. I forgot about this. Jockington got voted out so long ago, but these two hate each other over that one challenge. That's my headcanon anyway. Rules has an unbreakable relationship with Lancer. Sans and Noelle have mutual extreme hatred. Pizza Pants and Noelle have mutual extreme hatred. Sham and Queen have a mutual medium bond. Noelle and Starwalker have a mutual medium bond. And Lancer and Starwalker have a medium bond. This is interesting. Do you think the Holiday Alliance will join with the Lancer Alliance? Because they seem to like the same people, mostly. Like, Starwalker and Sham are in an alliance, sure. And Sham basically hates everybody. But other than that... Oh, right, now only one person gets immunity because it's the merge. Starwalker won. And it's a memory game. Starwalker won, that's funny. Alright. Starwalker already had an immunity idol and then won immunity. Starwalker is going to win the freaking game, isn't he? This is so stupid. Noelle and Pizza Pants have a major fight. Okay, that doesn't matter. They already hated each other. Noelle and Rules have a major fight. Okay, that is bad for Noelle. Oh, Noelle. Noelle is feeling the stress. Probably because Susie got voted out last time, right before the remerge, which would have been so good for them, but whatever. Okay, Sans is targeting Jockington. That's actually probably good for Noelle. Noelle's targeting Pizza Pants. Pizza Pants is targeting Noelle. Mayor Holiday is targeting Lancer. It's not a good idea. Queen's targeting Toriel. Jockington's targeting Sans. So Toriel's on the chopping block by the Darkner Alliance. Lancer from the Lightner Alliance. Which, guys, you should be working together. And, yeah, Toriel again. Ooh. Even Sham and Starwalker are targeting Toriel. So, technically it's between Lancer, Toriel, and Pizza Pants, but, like, I don't know, man. Time to vote. First vote. Lancer. Toriel. Lancer. Toriel. Lancer. Toriel. 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 Lancer. Ooh. Lancer. Oh. It's down to the last vote. The 8th person voted out of Deltarune Blood versus Water. Toriel. Alright. Dang. More people voted for Lancer than I thought they would. Jockington ended up voting up for Lancer. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Sans voted for Lancer. Again, it's just like Jockington, or not Jockington and Sans. Pizza Pants and Sans. Jockington and Sans could actually, you know, work together. They dislike the same people. They just also hate each other. And Toriel voted for Lancer. Okay. Well, there we go. Toriel. I don't know if Toriel's going to last long on Redemption Island. I gotta be honest. We'll see, though. We have our 2 alliances. And then the 2 other alliances. I mean, technically we have 3. And then we have 1 that sometimes includes Starwalker. That's same. Starwalker and Noelle are growing closer. Interesting. Shaman Queen are growing closer. Mayor Holiday and Jockington are growing closer. And Rules and Noelle are starting to dislike each other more and more, which is not great. Pesky Palate. They have to eat exotic dishes. Okay. I think exotic might be a bit of a stretch. I'm pretty sure these were like bugs, mostly. But whatever. Pizza Pants won. Unsurprising to me, honestly. Pizza Pants seems like the kind of guy who will eat anything. So that means Rules, Starwalker, and Pizza Pants are all basically immune right now. Pizza Pants and Sham have a minor disagreement. Darkner Alliance 3 dissolves. Sham and Starwalker are no longer working together. Pizza Pants tires himself out. Okay. Pizza Pants is targeting Noelle. Jockington is targeting Lancer. Queen is targeting Jockington. And Starwalker is targeting Mayor Holiday. I mean, that's not going to be good because Starwalker and Noelle like each other, so that could have problems. You never know. It's Jockington, Lancer, Jockington. Okay, so it's between Lancer and Jockington. Jockington Challenge Champion really should have tried to win one of these challenges so he could have immunity, because nobody really likes him. Let's see what happens here. It's time to vote. Jockington, Lancer. Jockington, Jockington. Lancer, 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 Jockington, Jockington. 9th person voted out. Jockington. Out again! Okay, bye Jockington. And I don't think Redemption Island happens again. I think that's over now. So, never mind. Kind of sad that Jockington returned just to be voted out again, like literally 2 days later. But, you know, it makes sense. Jockington didn't make a lot of friends over the course of this game. We're getting down to it, you know. Alliance is still holding on. I think we're going to skip through the relationships a little bit because everything's pretty strongly cemented here. Starwalker wins again? Okay, they had to balance on a thing with a sword and a shield. And then stack coins with the handle of the sword? Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, Starwalker won. Queen and Noelle have a small fight, not good. Starwalker and Rules have a major fight. Interesting. Rules leaves the Darkner Starwalker alliance. Crazy. So, that's so weird. So Lancer and Queen weren't willing to ditch Starwalker, is basically what that means. Otherwise, why wouldn't they just kick Starwalker out of this alliance and just stick with each other? That's so weird. Okay. Pizza Pants works hard and becomes tired again. Noelle and Pizza Pants are targeting each other. Starwalker is targeting Rules. I mean, that's not going to happen anyway because of the immunity, but, you know. Darkner Alliance 1 are targeting Noelle. No! The Holiday Alliance are targeting Pizza Pants. And the Starwalker Alliance are also targeting Pizza Pants. That's interesting. So Lancer and Queen, with Rules, are like, we gotta target Noelle. But then with Starwalker, they're like, yeah, we're targeting Pizza Pants. I guess they're trying to, like, catch Starwalker off guard? I don't know. This is actually gonna be close. Alright. Time to vote. Noelle. Pizza Pants. Noelle. Pizza Pants. Noelle. Noelle. Pizza Pants. Pizza Pants. One vote left. The 10th person voted out of Deltarune Blood versus Water. Pizza Pants. Jeez, that got close. Okay, bye Pizza Pants. He lasted way longer than he should have, honestly. He was not making any friends. Okay, who voted Noelle? Pizza Pants, obviously. Rules voted Noelle. Sans voted Noelle. And Sham voted Noelle. So the alliances voted alongside Pizza Pants, which is why Pizza Pants got voted out. It's interesting. I still think the best thing that could happen right now is the Lancer Alliance and the Holiday Alliance like team up with each other. Either that or the Holiday Alliance needs to get Starwalker. Like otherwise they're just going to be slowly voted out by the Lancer Alliance. Alliance is holding strong. Starwalker and Noelle have an unbreakable relationship. So form an alliance. Lancer feels an unbreakable relationship with rules. That's normal. Anything else interesting here? Sham has an unbreakable relationship with Queen. Huh. And Queen with Sham. Queen and Mayor Holiday are growing closer. Okay, so that alliance merger is closer than it seems. Although Queen and Starwalker had a falling out, apparently. So, I don't know. Starwalker maybe not doing great. Wait, Redemption Island is still going. We just needed 3 people here, I guess. So I guess Susie... Oh, man. I guess Susie and Birdley, because they lost that thing where Jockington rejoined the game, they actually did get booted out. So now we have Jockington, Pizza Pants, and Toriel. If Jockington gets the redemption again by being Jockington Challenge Champion, I'll actually go crazy. Starwalker could swap with Toriel, but doesn't. Alright, Puppet Master. They have to use a grappling hook to contain a bag. And then move the ball in the bag through a labyrinth. Crazy. Jockington Challenge Champion wins first. I can't believe this. It's so, like, canon, but still. Pizza Pants finishes second, which means we're saying goodbye to Toriel. I mean, that makes sense to me. Toriel was never strong in the challenges. She was strong in the camp. She was group mom, right? Jockington gives another clue to Mayor Holiday. Do these two even like each other? I don't even know. But Jockington keeps sending Mayor Holiday hints towards an immunity idol that she cannot find. Backsplash, okay. They have to hold on to a rope or something? I think I remember this one too. This might be the one I was thinking about where it was horrible. Because they were just like sitting there out in the sun on this tropical island for 3 hours holding onto a rope. It's like, whew. Anyway, Starwalker wins. He gets hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, and soda. Starwalker is kind of running away with this game. Mayor Holiday and Sans have a minor disagreement with a lasting impact. Probably about Sans targeting Noelle because Sans extremely despises Noelle. Whereas Noelle is targeting Lancer. Not a good idea. Starwalker targeting Rules. The reversal. Rules was targeting Starwalker before. Now Starwalker's decided to try to get Rules out. If the Holiday Alliance is smart, they will vote for Rules. Because they need to weaken the Lancer Alliance. Otherwise, they're just in big trouble. The Darkeners are voting for Noelle. That makes sense. The Lighteners are voting for Lancer. No. Everybody hates Rules. You gotta kill Rules. Kill this guy with hammers. Okay. Another Noelle target. So it's Lancer, Noelle, or Sans. Who's targeting Sans? Wait. I don't know who's targeting Sans. Apparently somebody is. Let's see what happens. Oh, boy. Starwalker uses the Darkner's hidden immunity idol for Noelle. No way! Okay, surely Starwalker leaves the Darkner Alliance after this and joins the Holiday Alliance. Like, what? I can't believe that. Okay. Noelle doesn't count. 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 Holy shit, Starwalker saved her. Lancer. Oh my god! The 2 votes from the Holidays for Lancer actually got Lancer out because of Starwalker. Wow, that is incredible. Lancer voted out. Starwalker was supposed to vote for Noelle, but disagreed. Yeah, it was literally just the Holidays that voted for Lancer. Man, that is going to make Queen and Rules so mad. Lancer was like the heart of the team. Sans voted for Noelle and so did Sham. I can't believe Sans and Sham are still in here. Especially Sham. Like, Sans has had some relationships, but Sham had like none. We need to rearrange our alliances here. Queen finds the hidden immunity idol. Oh no. That means, oh my god, they have both. Queen and Rules are invincible. Lancer, no. Shaman and Queen have a mutual unbreakable bond. Then join an alliance. Sans and Noelle have extreme hatred. Starwalker and Noelle have an unbreakable bond. Form an alliance. Rules and Starwalker have mutual extreme hatred. Good. Queen and Starwalker have mutual extreme hatred. I mean, after what just happened, I'm sure you do. Noelle and Mayor Holiday have an unbreakable relationship. Queen and Mayor Holiday still have a mutual strong bond. Somehow. Despite everything. Sans and Mayor Holiday have a mutual strong dislike. Rules and Noelle have a medium dislike. Rules and Queen feel medium mutual dislike. Oh my god. The Rules Queen Alliance is going to break up over Starwalker. I guess that makes sense. If Rules hadn't alienated Starwalker, then they would have been running the game. But it's because Rules was such an idiot that Lancer got voted out. Okay, Lancer arrives on Redemption Island. Block it out. They have to balance 4 blocks along a rope tunnel to retrieve them. Okay. Jockington Challenge Champion? Lancer! Lancer got first. Burger Pants! Jockington Challenge Champion! No! Jockington! Lancer gives the clue to Rules. Rules already has one, which is crazy, but okay. Noelle wins immunity. What? Okay. Rest assured. Castaways hold on to a handle with a rope wrapped around it. The end of the rope is a bucket that contains 25% of their body weight. Okay. So they have to keep the bucket in the air. Noelle wins. I don't even know what happens now. Noelle's targeting Sans. Starwalker is targeting Rules because Starwalker extremely despises Rules. Queen and Rules are targeting Starwalker. Damn. You guys really need to help Starwalker out. The Holiday Alliance is targeting Sans. Wait. Wait! Is Queen playing both sides? I forgot. Queen and Starwalker are still in an alliance. And they're gonna vote for Rules. That's Queen. How could you do this? Okay, I will be extremely surprised if Rules gets blindsided here and doesn't use his immunity idol. It could happen. It's time to vote. Nobody uses their idol. Rules. Oh my god. Okay. Rules. Starwalker. Sans. Whoa. Okay, this is our first vote for a long time that's had 3 different parties getting voted for. Rules. Sans. Starwalker. It's a 3-way tie. 1 vote left. 12th person voted out of Deltarune Blood versus Water. Starwalker! No way! No! If Starwalker kept his immunity idol. Oh, the holidays. You should have saved him. You could have. You could have blindsided Rules. It would have been incredible. I wonder if Queen actually tricked Starwalker then. We'll see. Starwalker voted for Rules. The holidays voted for Sans. Queen voted for Starwalker. Queen betrayed Starwalker. Rules voted for Starwalker. Sans voted for Rules. Sham voted for Starwalker. Wow. Wow. Alright. This is crazy. 2 alliances, 2 random outsiders that hate each other. Let's see what happens next. Oh yeah, Queen and Rules still both have immunity idols. They're still gonna run the game. Starwalker and Lancer are both on Redemption Island. Shaman and Queen feel a mutual unbreakable bond. Queen and Mayor Holiday feel a mutual unbreakable bond. Whoa. How is this gonna work out? Sans and Mayor Holiday have mutual extreme hatred. Noelle and Mayor Holiday are unbreakable. Sans and Noelle have extreme hatred. Rules and Noelle have extreme hatred. Rules and Mayor Holiday have strong dislike. Rules has a strong dislike toward Queen. Queen feels medium dislike towards Rules. This alliance might break up. Sans dislikes Rules. How crazy would it be if Queen breaks up the Rules Alliance and aligns herself with Mayor Holiday out of nowhere. Starwalker's returned. Okay, let's see what happens here. No more Jockington Challenge Champion. I'm so sad, honestly. I love Jockington Challenge Champion. House of Cards. They have 150 to 200 wooden tiles. How would it be variable? I don't know. But they have to build a House of Cards. Starwalker gets first. Lancer gets second. Pizza Pants is out. Starwalker gives a clue to the hidden immunity idol to no one, throwing it in the fire. Damn, Starwalker betrayed. Punished Starwalker. Okay, ram ball on. What's going on? They have to race to balance a ball on top of a pole, maneuvering through an obstacle. Then place it to receive a key. The first castaway to finish wins. Rules wins. And shares... Or he wins ice cream to be brought to the camp. He shares it with Queen and Sham. Oh, he's trying to get back into Queen's good favor. The Darkners are trying to team up. Rules has a major meltdown. I guess maybe it didn't work out. Mayor Holiday and Sans have a minor disagreement. They already hate each other. Rules is targeting Noelle. The Darkner Alliance are targeting Noelle. The Holiday Alliance are targeting Sans. You guys, you gotta get over your Sans hatred. Like, literally, Noelle is about to be voted out. I can't believe this. Because they can't get over trying to vote out Sans. What did Sans say to you to make you hate him this much? Alright. Time to vote. Sans. Sans. Noelle. 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 Noelle is voted out. Rest in peace. She was doing so well. Till got so laser focused on Sans. Yeah, everybody else voted for Noelle. I'm not surprised. Alright. Mayor Holiday's in big trouble now. I honestly... I'm so surprised Rules is still here. Actually, you know what? I'm more surprised that this alliance is hung on. They still are. Queen and Rules don't like each other, but they're hanging on to their alliance. For what? Lancer? Who isn't even here and might not ever return? Alright. Rules and Mayor Holiday feel mutual extreme hatred. Unsurprising. Sans and Mayor Holiday have mutual extreme hatred. She's so out. Sham and Queen have mutual unbreakable bond. Queen and Mayor Holiday have a mutual unbreakable bond. Rules and Queen have mutual extreme hatred. How are you guys still in an alliance together if you hate each other? Sham and Mayor Holiday have a mutual medium bond. Sans and Rules feel mutual medium dislike. Sham and Rules slightly dislike each other. Sham and Sans slightly dislike each other. It's interesting because Sham's kind of been like in the background for a while. Suddenly coming back to the forefront now. Sans and Queen have a mutual slight bond. Noelle arrives on Redemption Island. Rules could swap with Noelle. I wonder if he will. He does not. Jailbreak. They have to use sticks and rope to create a long pole to retrieve keys and break themselves out of a cage. Starwalker gets first. Come on, Noelle, please. Lancer finishes second. Noelle is eliminated. Damn. Starwalker once again gets a chance to give a clue to the hidden immunity idol and chooses to throw it in the fire instead. Starwalker is extremely, like, yeah, does not like what's going on here. Rules somehow wins the immunity challenge again and decides to share with Queen again, despite their mutual extreme hatred of one another. Starwalker leaves the Lancer-Queen alliance. Very interesting. Queen rests at camp to restore her energy. I mean, Starwalker isn't even here, so it doesn't really matter. But it's symbolic in a way, you know? Starwalker had an unbreakable bond with Noelle. He must be so pissed. Rules is targeting Sans with Queen. And Sham is apparently also being targeted. I don't know by who. Somebody. Alright, time to vote. Sans. Sham. Sans. Yep, bye Sans. It took me long enough. That one was kind of underwhelming, because, like, the only person voting for Chom was Sans. So, what can you do? Final four. We need the Redemption Island, people. Okay, I think that might be what comes up next. This is Finale Part 1. Okay. Finale Part 1. Sans arrives on Redemption Island. There's 3 people here. Chom could swap places with Sans, but does not. Alright. The winner will return to the game. This is Starwalker's chance. I'm kind of in for a Starwalker revenge plot here. But Lancer rejoining the game could be very fun too. If Sans does, he's just going to get voted out again immediately. So let's see. The winner is Starwalker. Oh no, Starwalker gets eliminated first. Damn it! Then Lancer gets eliminated. Sans is returning! Oh, come on! He's just gonna get voted out again. Everybody hates him. Well, Lancer's gone for good now, and so is Starwalker, which means the Lancer Alliance, despite having 1 loyalty with each other, are the last alliance in the game. Chom and Queen have a mutual unbreakable bond. Rules and Mayor Holiday have mutual extreme hatred. Sans and Mayor Holiday have mutual extreme hatred. Rules and Queen have mutual extreme hatred, despite being in an alliance still. Queen and Mayor Holiday have a mutual unbreakable bond, despite not being in an alliance. Chom and Mayor Holiday have a mutual medium bond. Sans and Rules feel mutual medium dislike. Sans and Chom dislike each other a little. Sans and Queen have a slight bond, somehow. I guess enemy of my enemy. And Chom and Rules have a slight dislike. Oh, come on. Alright, the castaways pull a rope in this challenge and Sans wins immunity. So, I guess he's not going home immediately. Who does is the question. Mayor Holiday is targeting Rules. Mayor Holiday extremely despises Rules. Sans is targeting Mayor Holiday. Sans extremely despises Mayor Holiday. Now, this is interesting because the Lancer Alliance here are going to say they're voting for Mayor Holiday, but Queen has an unbreakable bond with Mayor Holiday. Is she actually going to vote with Rules, who she hates? This is, once again, a chance for Rules to get blindsided here. Let's see what happens. I mean, if Rules was smart, he'd probably use his immunity idol right now, but we'll see. Oh, this is the last round to use your immunity. Okay. Nobody uses it. Oh no, okay. Rules does use his immunity. And Queen uses hers too, because I guess it's the last chance, so you might as well. Rules doesn't count. Rules doesn't count. Rules doesn't count. He would have been out of here. Mayor Holiday. Mayor Holiday gets voted out because of Rules' immunity. Ah, that sucks. The poor Holiday Alliance. Who else voted for Mayor Holiday? Sans! Oh, man. Wow, Sans is the last Lightner. The Darkners kind of ruled this whole game. Pun not intended. I want to, like, before I started the game, I wanted to root for Rules. But right now, I really don't. Who am I rooting for? Queen? Maybe? I mean, it would be kind of funny if Sans won, I guess. And Chom has played a pretty low-key game, so it'd be good on them if they won. I don't know. Somehow, the Lancer Alliance has not broken up still. Chom and Queen have an unbreakable bond now. Queen feels extreme hatred towards Rules, and Rules feels extreme hatred towards Queen. Yet they work together. Sans and Rules feels mutual medium dislike. Okay, cool. Chom and Sans have a slight dislike. Sans and Queen have a mutual slight bond, while Chom and Rules have a mutual slight dislike. It's so crazy. Everybody hates Rules, and yet he's still here. This might be the end of the line. Unless, of course, he wins immunity. Okay, great. He won immunity in the challenge, so never mind. Queen and Rules are targeting Sans, and I guess Sans is targeting Queen. I don't think this is going to be very surprising, guys. 1 vote Sans, 2 vote Sans. 1 vote Queen, Sans is voted out. Yep. Bye, Sans. She voted with Darkner Alliance. I can't believe that they're still working together. It's crazy. They must see each other as, like, because this is how Survivor works, right? Now, the people who were voted out gets to choose who gets an advantage, I think, or who just like straight up gets voted out right now. So maybe Queen is keeping rules around specifically because everybody hates him? Like, he'll work with her. He has to. So keeping rules around till now secures her a much stronger place in the actual finale. So maybe that's what's going on. The finalists wait for the winner to be revealed. It's time to reveal the winner. Okay, so I think they're just voting for the winner. Okay. The first vote goes to Sham. Second vote goes to Queen. Third vote goes to Rules. Who? Lancer? Fourth vote goes to Queen. Fifth vote goes to Sham. Sixth vote goes to Queen. Seventh vote goes to Sham. So 3-3 tie. The eighth vote and winner is Sham. Sham wins! Wow. That's so unexpected. I can't believe that. Soraka voted for Sham. Jockington was the one who voted for Rules. What? Lancer voted for Queen. Holiday voted for Sham. Noelle voted for Queen. Pizza Pants voted for Queen. Sans voted for Sham. Toriel voted for Sham. Queen wins the fan favorite award. I mean, that makes sense. Statistics, Sham. I can't believe it. I can't believe Sham won. Sham played such a low-key game. Like, Sham was never in an alliance. Never really had that strong of a bond with anybody till the very end with Queen. I mean, the real, like, heartbreakers here are Susie and maybe Lancer. Those two are pretty tough. I mean, Noelle was also pretty crazy, but, you know. But yeah, that's it. The most challenge wins go to Starwalker, although that doesn't count Redemption Island, where Jockington won so many. Rules actually won 3 challenges too, so, you know, no shame on Rules there. Votes received. Noelle got the most votes of anybody. Kind of crazy. Then Lancer, then Jockington. Chris only ever received 1 vote because they left immediately. But Queen only ever got 2 despite being in the finale. So did Mayor Holiday. And Sham only got 3. So it's very interesting. I mean, I guess that's how you win, right? Is you kind of just like toe the line. You know? But hey, that's it. That's the Deltarune Survivor. That was really fun. It was also really long though. So I hope you will give a like and subscribe to make this all worth it. If you enjoyed, let me know, even after the 12 days of Deltarune are over, what other things you would want me to do these Survivor videos with, because that could be pretty fun. I mean, we could do, oh god, how many would that be? It's 10 and 10, so it's 20. I'd have to do 20 of them, and then we could do a winner's finale, just like the Hunger Games simulator thing I did. It would take years, like, literally. But we could do it with different themes and different characters. We could get there. It would be interesting. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.